So what's up, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. Yeah, it's on this Thursday. It's June 9th, 2016, and June's here again. And what does that mean? TNA Slammaversary. And we got it this Sunday on June 12th, which is the birthday of my late mother. So I'm looking forward to Slammaversary like always, every year. And let's start off giving our preview and a little prediction here. Okay, so we got Grado and Marabali Shira going up against the Tribunal with Al Snow. I really don't know too much about the Tribunal. They've been around the last couple of weeks. If you watch TNA, they've come out, and Al Snow is just talking about how, all these new guys have sort of like ruined wrestling and whatnot. It's not the way it used to be when he was there. Couple strange characters, to say the least. Grado, we're seeing a lot of lately, as well as Shira. Should be an interesting match. They've developed a feud here. Where is it going to go? I don't know. If I were to predict, probably give the match to Grado and Shira. And I think it will continue on to Impact. I think the feud will continue. But that's what I'm seeing right here. We have Maria Kanellis, Bennett, the First Lady of Wrestling, going up against Gail Kim. This should be an interesting match. I think Maria's got something under her hat. She's going to pull something out. I think it's going to be a pretty good match. We all know the credentials of Gail Kim. She's a phenomenal female wrestler. She's one of the very best in the world. You would say there'd be a no-brainer. Gail Kim is going to take and pull the stuffing out of Maria. But, yeah, I still think Maria's got something. She's going to pull something out of her hat. And I think this will probably end in a DQ. I don't think it'll be a clean ending. I think this is also going to continue on. But all in all, most people are going to think that Gail Kim's going to come out on top of this match. But I'm telling you, the Miracle with Maria and Michael Bennett, they're here in TNA for a reason. So look for better things to come as well out of this. So, yeah, it's one of those matches where I don't think anybody's going to win cleanly. So, moving on up, Mike Bennett and EC3. Interesting. Ethan Carter is now a fan favorite, which I've always wanted him to be for quite some time. But now I'm wondering, did I like him better as a heel? I'm still undecided here. This is a pretty good feud, and it really hasn't really gotten really going, really. We've seen, them confront each other here and there, but I don't think this is over by a long shot. I look for Michael Bennett to actually get the best of Ethan Carter one way or another. I think it's going to be an excellent match, and I'm looking forward to it, but I'm looking for Bennett to come out on top of this match. Now we have the King of the Mountain match. The champion Eli Drake against a fan favorite now in the name of Bram. And I like Bram. I've always liked Bram. I think he makes a great heel. The fans still love him as a face. Eli Drake is a good wrestler. He's a very good wrestler. But I don't know. Will Bram get the King of the Mountain championship back? I think so. I think Bram is going to pull out everything he's got. I think it's going to be a good match. Eli Drake don't have any cronies to defend him. And this is going to be a top-notch match. And look for Bram to get that belt back. Because I really think that's what's going to happen. So, it's going to be a good match. The X Division Championship match. Trevor Lee going up against Eddie Edwards, DJ Zima, and Andrew Everett. Trevor Lee, our X Division champion, been teaming up and working with Gregory Helms. We all know Helms from the past. This is going to be a good X Division match, and most X Division matches are. Will it be time for Trevor Lee to lose? Well, I think there's going to be some outside interference by Gregory Helms. But if I were to pick who I'd want to see win, God, you know, a lot of people are pulling for Eddie Edwards now that Davey Richards is on the shelf. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Eddie Edwards. I think he's going to become X Division champion, and it's going to be a good match. And if he doesn't become champion, it's only because of Gregory Helms. So we'll just have to wait and see there. But overall, it looks to be a pretty good match. Then we have the TNA Tag Team Champions match. The champions Decay against the Bromans. Wow, the Bromans are back. They're popular. They got, was it Rachel or Raquel or whatever her name is? Who knows? Who cares about her name? We just look at her. She's good to look at. And like I said, the Bromans have come back more popular than they were. I like Decay. I like this group of Abyss, Crazy Steve, and Rosemary. I think they're good for TNA. I like their gimmick. I would like to see them continue on as tag team champions, and I think they're going to. I think the Bromans just getting back together. I think it's a little too soon for them to come into Slammaversary and strip these guys of the belts. I do see them maybe somewhere down the road getting the strap, though, but I look for Decay to retain the tag team titles. Now we have the TNA Knockouts, the championship belt. Jade, the champion, against Sienna. Sienna, the enforcer from Maria. Going to be a good match. Sienna is no slouch by any means, but neither is Jade. And I'm hoping this match runs cleanly enough to where Jade can show what she has and what the outcome's going to be, because I think Jade is an excellent knockout champion, and I look for her to continue as TNA Knockouts champion. Now, don't get me wrong, because I think down the road, I think this little clique with Maria and Michael Bennett and Sienna, I think somewhere down the road, they're going to hold some belts here. But at this point, look for Jade to retain as well. And then we have Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy in Full Metal Mayhem. You know, over the years, there's been a lot of discussion who's the better Hardy, Jeff or Matt. In my opinion, I think Jeff did a lot more aerobatic acts within the ring. He became a bigger star. He held more belts in other promotions. And I still think to this day that Jeff Hardy is the better wrestler. I think this is going to be a brutal match, brother against brother. But I think when it's all said and done, Jeff Hardy's going to come out on top and defeat Matt Hardy and maybe knock some sense into Matt Hardy, and maybe Matt Hardy will return to what he once was. But I look for this to be a brutal match. I think it's going to be an entertaining match. And I have not ruled out any of the other Willows getting involved in this match. But I think at the end of the day, Jeff Hardy comes out victorious. And then we have our TNA World Heavyweight Champion Drew Galloway against Bobby Lashley in a submission or knockout only match, a KO only match. We all know what kind of a beast Lashley is. We all know what he can do. But we also know what Drew Galloway can do as well. He's got a lot of really good moves in the ring. He's very talented. He's a very talented young man. We've seen Lashley at the top of the mountain here in TNA before. But this is Slammaversary. And it's going to be interesting to see what TNA has decided to do here, because I think this match could go either way. I think Bobby Lashley could end up becoming TNA World Champion once again, but I'm hoping that Galloway retains the title and we move on down the road. But don't be surprised if Lashley does come out on top with this belt. So I'm undecided here. So with this, I'm undecided. I do believe Jeff Hardy's going to win. I do believe Jade is going to retain her title. I also believe that Decay is going to retain the tag team belts. The TNA X Division title to me is up for grabs. I'm going to go with Eddie Edwards on this. King of the Mountain match, I look for Bram to regain the title back. Mike Bennett to go over on EC3. Maria to pull the stops, pull out something to end up defeating Gail Kim. And I do think Grado and Shearer are going to end up coming out on top over the Tribunal. So there you have it. I think the card looks pretty good for TNA with what they have. We've all complained about the card in the past, but Slammaversary usually is one of my favorite every year with TNA, and I do believe they're going to announce who will be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame as well. So I'm looking forward to it this Sunday, and especially on this Sunday because it is my late mom's birthday. So with all that being said, there you have it. The Iceman here on that Iceman's Return YouTube channel. Hope you all have a great day. Peace out. And if you're a TNA fan, enjoy the show, because I know most TNA fans will be watching. And we'll just wait and see what happens on this coming Sunday. Okay, with all that being said, we'll see y'all next time. Peace out, everybody.